In this coming episode of The Conclusion Matters, we dive deep into the fascinating world of immigration. We'll explore what is immigration and what do they do. We will reveal the history and, of course, the conclusion, because it matters. So grab your headphone and let's start for the ride of amazing learning. By the way, did I told you that Albert Einstein was an immigrant? Or that Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, moved to the United States from the Soviet Union? And yes, even Arnold Schwarzenegger, the famed actor and former governor of California, is an immigrant. And here's something truly astonishing. A Baba from India has even created his own country and immigration system. So now you see, as a youth, we shall know about it. What exactly is immigration? Let's keep it simple. Think of it as an exit door of the old country and an entry door of the new country. When you leave your home country, you have to exit through your home country's immigration. When you enter a new country, their immigration decides whether to let you in. But the question is, why is the immigration department so crucial for a country? Okay, assume you're living in a 4-bedroom apartment with a hall and kitchen. You have 2 empty rooms that you can rent out. What would you do? Would you allow just anyone to enter your home and stay, letting them do whatever they want? Of course not. You definitely say no. Similarly, the immigration department of every country plays a vital role in maintaining order and security. Here are some key responsibilities of this department: border control, background checks, labor market management, maintaining economic growth and social services, deterrence of illegal activities, executing bilateral agreements, global cooperation, and many more. I know. The next question will come into your mind: what is the need for immigration? And for this answer, let's go into Doraemon's time machine. The history of immigration. People have always loved to travel, but settling down in a new place is a truly courageous endeavor. Let's journey back to ancient times when people lived in groups and cultures without the convenience of modern transportation. Back then, people spread across the globe in search of food, better climates, and safety. That was their main goal. However, as time passed, humans developed means of transportation and evolved from merely searching for food to engaging in trade and conquest. Early civilizations often attacked other empires, and whether they won or lost, these conflicts resulted in the migration of cultures. Without diving too deep into ancient history, the timeline goes something like this. The Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, and Vikings from Scandinavia settled in various parts of Europe, including the British Isles, France, and even as far as North America. Then there is the time of Muslim dynasty. The spread of Islam from the 7th century onward led to significant migrations as Muslim empires expanded into the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of Europe and Asia. Eastern culture was also not left behind, where the Indian subcontinent saw migrations with the rise and fall of empires like the Mauryas and Mughals. Chinese dynasties, such as the Han and Tang, influenced East Asian migrations. The Japanese also experienced periods of expansion and isolation that impacted migration. The migrations of the Mongols, under leaders like Genghis Khan, reshaped vast territories across Asia and Europe. Also just recently, the 2 world wars and subsequent political upheavals, such as the Russian Revolution and the rise of Nazi Germany, created large numbers of refugees and displaced persons. It's a rich and complex history of people changing their countries. However, until the start of the 20th century, there was no proper immigration system in place. This brings us to the next part of our discussion. The first immigration law was passed in 1790 by U.S. government. Although it wasn't a comprehensive law, it marked the beginning of controlling the population and the economy. Also, sometimes there is some sign of hatterade shown in history, where one culture has shown sign of destroying the other. Just like this shocking point in U.S. history is 1882, the U.S. introduced the Chinese Exclusion Act, which banned all Chinese laborers from entering the country. Australia followed suit in 1901, but more gently, with the Immigration Restriction Act aimed at restricting non-European immigration. In 1948, the UK passed the British Nationality Act, establishing legal frameworks for British citizenship. During the same period, various laws were also enacted concerning the birth rights of children born in foreign countries, asylum requests, and refugees. But we will discuss these later. When there is the USA, there is Russia. They also passed proper immigration laws between 1860 and 1917, followed by India in 1946, China in 1949, and Japan in 1951. This is the part you've been waiting for. How to settle in a foreign country. Here is the answer, folks. The visa process for each country is different, so let's break it down. Countries with easy visa access include Canada, mainly due to their decreasing population, Australia and Germany for skilled workers, Portugal with its golden visa program for investors, and New Zealand with favorable immigration policies. Some may argue these countries are hard to get visas for, but that's a misconception. What they're referring to is the timeline for visa approval, not the procedure. In contrast, Gulf countries offer quicker visa processing times, but have strict quotas. The hardest countries to get visas for are Switzerland, known as the heaven on earth, and Japan, due to their strong cultural preservation policies. The United States and Singapore also pose challenges due to their high immigration numbers. Did you know the U.S. has more than 50 million immigrants? Germany and Saudi Arabia have over 13 million each, and Singapore and Canada has 9 million. This large immigrant population often stirs political debates. So what do you think where you will settle? Now is the time to blow your mind with the dark sides of immigration. Wait, folks. I know by now you must have packed your bags, ready for a new adventure. But remember, where there is power, there can also be abuse. For every positive, there is a potential negative. Throughout history, many incidents have revealed the darker side of immigration. Take, for example, those attempting to cross the U.S. border through Mexico. Many fall prey to gangsters, who capture and loot them. In Russia and the U.S., there are centers where illegal immigrants are detained, often under harsh conditions. Migrants trying to reach Europe through Libya have been captured and sold in slave markets, enduring torture, forced labor, and sexual abuse. Australia's immigration policy has seen asylum seekers detained in offshore centers on Nauru and Manus Island, where conditions are dire, leading to mental health crises and reports of abuse. Our research has highlighted these grim realities, but based on our experience, a common challenge for immigrants is the mental disturbance caused by adapting to new conditions in the host country. While many factors vary on a personal basis, it's crucial to be prepared and move forward with a well-thought-out plan. So, keep your dreams alive, but stay informed and vigilant as you embark on your journey. So, this is the general idea about immigration. Now comment on which country or topic you need more information, and we will create for you. Also, let me conclude the video with a famous quote from Nelson Mandela. "I never lose. I either win or I learn. So go ahead, take risks. There's nothing to lose." See you in the next video.